Here today to share information about one of life's biggest necessities. No, I'm not talking about food, air, or water, but something everyone here spends 1/3 of their life doing. Sleep. Yes, sleep. The one thing some people claim they need more than others to function in their day-to-day lives. Those who lack this wonderful gift from God can have extreme physical and emotional effects. In this speech, I'll explain the importance of sleep in our lives. First, I'll point out the dangers of lack of sleep and how the lack of sleep can cause accidents on the road and in the workplace. Second, I'll show that our bodies need sleep and that as we work even harder, society is sleeping even less. Third, I'll explain how being tired makes us grumpy, irritable, and worse, depressed. First, lack of sleep affects our bodies in several different ways. Hallucinations, paranoia, blurred vision, slurred speech, memory and concentration lapses. Getting behind the wheel of a car can lead to major injuries or even death. The National Roads and Motorists Association estimates fatigue is involved in 1 in 6 fatal road accidents across the U.S. Also, sleep can affect us in the workplace. For example, the 1989 Valdez oil spill off the coast of Alaska, the Challenger space shuttle disaster, and the Chernobyl nuclear accident have all been linked to human errors in which sleep deprivation played a role. Which goes to show that sleep is very important for working, driving, or anything that requires your full alertness. Secondly, our body needs sleep, and that as we work even harder, society is sleeping less. Teenagers need as much sleep as small children, about 10 hours, while those over 65 need the least, 6 hours. The average adult aged 25 through 55, 8 hours is considered optimal. But as life requires more and more of our time at the workplace, people aren't sleeping enough to be fully rested, thus making us sleep longer on the weekends or days off to reduce the sleep depth. Finally, being tired makes us grumpy, irritable, worse, depressed. The modern world works against us. Back before electric lights, most people slept about 10 hours. Now it's down to 7. With 1/3 of us below 6 hours of rest. Add shift work, jet travel, and the demands of having to be in one place at one time, and you can see why many of us fall victim to mood disorders. Have you ever been grumpy or irritable in the morning due to staying up the night before, partying, working, or studying? We all have or will one day. And this can be prevented by good time management and plenty of rest. Having inadequate amount of sleep can cause disturbing mood swings, but also can turn into a more serious problem. Studies show that over time, sleep loss may play a major role in development of depression. So now you see that there is more to learn about the world of sleep than you might have imagined. In this speech, I've shared some very informative information about the dangers of lack of sleep, how that lack can cause accidents on the road and in the workplace, and that our bodies need sleep as we work even harder in society. People are sleeping even less. And finally, how being tired makes us grumpy and irritable and worse, depressed. So now if you start feeling tired, or if you're suffering physically, emotionally, or mentally, take some time out and get some sleep. It can change your life and it can save others.